Hi, welcome back to the In-Between. My name is Camille. We are in the inner landscape. We are navigating the emotional terrain of change. We're learning about our feelings. We're learning to bring compassion and curiosity to our feelings. We're learning how to bring compassion to our heart when we're going through times of change. And today, I want to talk about resilience. I have some notes that I want to refer to because it's just really important for you to hear more about resilience, what it really is, and how it is that we strengthen the muscle of resilience during times of change. In the midst of uncertainty, upheaval, or transition, resilience functions as an internal stabilizer. It's not about being unaffected by change, but about having the capacity to bend without breaking. During change, when external circumstances shift rapidly, resilience enables us to maintain a sense of stability and continuity. It's spiritual elasticity that gives us the ability to absorb impact, stay present, and tap back in to our courage. Resilience is also not a fixed strength. Resilience is built over time. Every time you got back up, you strengthened your resilience. Every time you recovered from a setback, you were experiencing resilience. Every time you overcame a struggle, every time you survived yourself being cracked open, you strengthened your resilience. If you want to learn a little bit more about my journey, I invite you to head on over to podbean.com, search the New Design for Living show and podcast, and then scroll down to some of those beginning episodes where I talk more about the dark night of the soul that I went through that lasted for several years and the resilience that eventually came from that experience. Now, when I was in the dark night, when grief dragged me by the neck into the underworld and kept me there in the dark, tripping over rocks and roots that I couldn't see because I was so depressed, resilience was nowhere to be found. I didn't think I was going to make it. I was sure, in fact, that I wasn't. One day, though, I saw a flicker, and I knew what that was. I knew that that was my divine pilot light. I thought it had gone out because I didn't find it. I couldn't see it anywhere. But that one day, in a flash, there it was. And it quickly subsided and went away. But it told me that, in fact, I still had a flicker alive in me. That, to me, was the beginning of me reconnecting, not just with my courage, but with my resilience. It was then that I realized, oh my gosh, Camille, you're going to make it. As long as you just keep taking one step out of another, you are literally walking through the hardest time of your life. And as a result of that, I was able to believe that I would indeed eventually come out on the other side of what I had to go through. And yes, there was a moment as well where I did see that light at the end of a long, dark tunnel. And that was all I needed to keep going, to get back up a little bit, not by force, not great leaps every day because I could not, but a little bit every day. I was strengthening my muscles, the courage muscle and the resilience muscle. And that's what I want to remind you today. Whatever it is you're going through it, remind yourself that you are going through it. Even when it feels like you're stuck and you're depressed so much that you know you're not moving, because maybe you're literally in bed and you can't get up, you are still going through it. You are still showing up for the difficult moments that must be experienced during times of change, upheaval, and personal growth and transformation. So every time you get up, you're practicing resilience. Every time you recover from a heartbreak, you're practicing resilience. Every time you overcome something that would take most people down, you are reminding yourself of what you are made of. You are remembering that deep at the core of your being is indeed a pilot light that can never go out. You are reminding yourself that deep within you, starting to rise from the depths, is a courage that you've always had. When you're going through times of change and you don't think you got what it takes, remember that your resilience knows how to rebuild. It's done it before, it's going to do it again, and it's doing it right now. So call on it. Gently fan the flames of it and bring it to the awareness of your own consciousness that you, in fact, have what it takes to not only weather this storm and move through it, but get on the other side of it and eventually get back up on your feet and continue on. And if you're in the experience of your resilience right now and you're hearing what I'm talking about and you're going, yeah, I'm pretty amazing. I am standing tall in this difficult moment. I am bending, but I am not breaking. Yeah, I'm saying, bring it on. I've survived tough times before. I'm going to get through this. I have what it takes. I may not feel like I do. I may not even be able to find it or locate it today, but I know it's there. And I'm just going to continue to believe in myself. I'm going to continue to call forth my courage. I'm going to continue to build my resilience by getting up every day, by going back out there every day, and by reminding myself that this too shall pass. It's really a beautiful statement to say, especially when you're in the thick of it and it doesn't feel like it's going to pass at all. When your mind is going out of its way to remind you, hey, guess what? This is probably here to stay. In those moments, drop into your heart. What's your heart saying? You know what your heart is saying? Your heart is saying, you got this. Your heart is saying, you can do this. Your heart is saying, I'm with you. Your heart is saying, remember who you are. Remember the courage you showed the last time life threw you a curveball. Your heart is tuning you and tapping you back into your resilience, that inner spiritual strength that allows you to stand as tall as you can while life is throwing everything at you and saying to yourself, I know how to do this. I know how to rebuild. I know how to take care of myself as I'm going through this upheaval. I've got everything I need. I'm strong. I'm resilient. And I can do this. That is resilience. That is powerful. That is what is at the center of your being. May you call it up so that it can walk with you during this time of change. You're doing an amazing job. You're doing a fantastic job. Just in case no one's told you that recently, I see you and you're doing a great job. So just keep picking yourself back up as often as you have to. Dust yourself off and keep your eyes set and locked on what's in front of you, why you're going through this, and what awaits you on the other side. Thanks so much for watching. Take good care of yourself.